Today, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports. And the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Mac Jones and the New England Patriots.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. The scene just a few moments ago, predictably loud and raucous here at Arrowhead as their beloved Chiefs took field, and they are set to match up with the New England Patriots. Again, everybody, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Chiefs ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. On the other side of the field for the visiting Patriots, they, too, were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 22 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
In a perfect world, they'd run the ball the same way they did last week, but against the #1 rush defense in the league, they got to find a different way to move the ball. Maybe they start throwing it early and come back to the run.
Now Jones. Well, the Chiefs are going to get him. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt.
Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes now on 1st down. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 56 yards, and a touchdown.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on him. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And room there to work it inside the 25.
2nd down and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Throwing, Jones. And that's incomplete. Right there on the coverage to knock that ball away was Mike Hughes. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And here's Joseph Charlton now,
as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead.
the KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
On 1st down, it's Austin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
2nd down at 5.
Mahomes now to throw. Flushed out right. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
They'll run on first down. It's Harris, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now Harris. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Jones. And they're going to get it. They bring him down a sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
It's up about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will tie us at 3-3. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble. They recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. On first down, Austin. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These 2 teams all tied after 1. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He finds his man, complete. That's Barnett. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash and call it an even 50 yards. Butker's kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Jones. Hunter Henry brings it in. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Jones. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Juwan Bentley. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
First and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
The word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
That to his running back, Edwards-Helaire.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. It's Hill, complete. A gain of 6 there on first. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes eluding the pressure right. Still fighting for more.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
Now here's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's up and good to make the score 13-3. That time a 6-play drive, and it's capped off with a Kansas City touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's brought in by Harris. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And he's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
The KC offense and Clyde Edwards-Helaire getting the ball back here.
He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. A good gain on first has them set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, Mahomes. That one complete to Hill. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action.
On second down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. So we've come upon halftime here in Arrowhead with the Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you, too, in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll start up in the Steel City, Heinz Field in Pittsburgh. And they are seconds away from halftime, all tied in that one. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And that game all even as they host the visiting Philadelphia Eagles. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. Dalvin Cook, over 100 yards on the afternoon thus far with a touchdown run as well. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football.
Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
So here are the Chiefs to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes rolling to his right. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Patriots take over. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
Their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 47 yards on the ground for him so far. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking to throw. Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Jones now on 1st and 10. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the gun, Jones. He completes it to Henry. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Off-play action, Jones.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down. And the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Now Edwards-Helaire. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This is intercepted. Picked off by Wesley Woodyard. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. They'll run on first down. Harris. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On second down, it's Harris. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. Back to throw. Jones Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And he will have a Patriots first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 6 from the 10. Looking to throw. Jones. He finds his man. Complete. It's Harris. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there. And they tackled for just a short gain. This is caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Jones. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taken in at the 3. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And now the red flag out on the field. We'll have a challenge forthcoming. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yes.
Let's go.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Rolling to his left. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dietrich Wise Jr. able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away for pretty good yardage. At that time, they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
Mahomes going to throw. a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On 2nd and very short, Jones complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he goes out right around the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47. Back to throw again.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked up by Ron Thornhill. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, though, it doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coached some receivers in the offseason. We worked a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. They go play action. Now Mahomes. He finds his man. Complete. That's Barnett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the gun, it's Mahomes.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Here's Jones. Pass complete to Higgins.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Pass complete to Harris.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll make it a second down.
Now Jones.
Able to shake him off. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
To throw is Jones.
Oh, no, he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Does the big boy have the juice? And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes to the goal line, but it's incomplete. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point? But after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and they were spurred on by a strong performance.